the reason the American Cancer Society was founded was that having cancer once was a stigma.
Mm-hmm.
And first of all, your physician didn't even tell you because the odds that you were going to die were great. So telling someone they had cancer was telling someone you're going to die. So they didn't do it a lot. But certainly people were fearful of it and thought, if I went over to my neighbor's house and they had cancer, I can catch it. And so think about, back then, fortunately today, and one of the outcomes of my writing my book and telling my story now, I probably tell it to everybody, even including the garbage collectors. I'll tell my story to if they want to hear
it. They need to hear it.
Hey, you know what I did as a kid? And is that it's sad that there's these stigmas we have and these feelings of, we need to be strong and hold up. But the reality is it takes a great deal of strength to say to someone, I'm not doing well and I could use a helping hand. Whether you need a professional therapist type thing or a friend or a colleague, but everybody needs some help. And one of the things I've learned over the years, and you talk to people all day long, they say, well, my kid this, my kid that, my father this, my father that. So, so one of the things, just don't keep it to yourself that you're struggling. Let somebody know, and it's treatable, it's curable. A few exceptions. But depression, anxiety, and all that stuff is and here's what someone told me once: if you had a broken leg, would you go fix it? And so the answer is, you had a broken leg, you'd fix it.
Mm-hmm.
And this is one thing. I remember this when I was in my early days of being with a therapist. I liked having a therapist, but I didn't want anybody to know. Nobody to know. And I went to graduate school in Columbia, New York City, and I was in all these big, well-known buildings and everything. And it just became something that I was sort of ashamed of. But I realized that one time my therapist said to me, Dennis, it's okay to need me. You never had anybody that you could rely upon. You didn't have any parenting. You had basically no parents.
Yeah.
And I remember my analyst, it was a gentleman at the time. Well, he was a man, I'm a gentleman. I'm sure he was a gentleman too. He said, when he said, it's okay to need me, it was almost like, it's okay. I don't have to be ashamed that here I was an adult body, an adult profession, and behaving like an adult, but feeling childhood needs of love and affection and caring and all that stuff, and moving past that in life as far as you can. But that was a big deal to me. That when he said, it's okay to need me, and I'm like, thank God, because I felt like shit. I felt horrible that I needed you, and I was embarrassed by it. So it became kind of a good thing. So interesting.